Good afternoon. Our sign language interpreter is Lensa Owino and I am Akisa Wandera. Now, the Kenya National Union of Nurses has just walked out of talks with the Council of Governors that was meant to end the current crisis witnessed in hospitals throughout the country. The nurses, led by their union officials, say the other side is not genuine and only engaging in cat and mouse games. Let's take a look at what happened.
Yeah? What is it? I don't know.
It's okay. Don't worry.
Yes. Yes, I'll tell you. I don't worry. Yes.
We don't want you near us.
Yes?
Yes, we don't want you near us. Please. You've had enough of this. You are not a member of the union.
Yes.
Give his comments later.
That we are actually looking forward to having a solution. This morning I had a very productive discussion with the Cabinet Secretary, Dr. Mailu, and we as nurses, we have not taken hardline positions, but it appears like our softness is being taken for granted. We have said clearly that the issues that were raised by the National Governing Council must be addressed in totality before this strike can be called off. Nothing short of that. We are right now headed to the Ministry of Health to meet the Cabinet Secretary because this agreement was entered between two levels of government. And we cannot be engaging only one level of government. We want also the ministry to be here. We want a proper duty resumption consent to be entered so that we can be able to call off this strike today. If that duty resumption agreement is entered today, that strike will be called off today. I want also to announce that I'm ready now to go to jail. I am not going to betray the nurses of this country. I'm ready to go to jail. This is not a joke. You cannot get people out there and our people have died. And then they want to give us cosmetic. They want to tell us that we call off the strike, then we sign the recognition agreement. Suppose we call off the strike, then they refuse to sign the recognition agreement. What do? They have the mandate they have the powers to do that. They have treated us like that before. They have treated us for the last 3 years. We do not trust them.
All right, that was the situation earlier on at the office of the Council of Governors. And our reporter, Caroline B., is still there, now joins us for just an update of what exactly went wrong. A very good afternoon to you, Caroline. What happened?
Good afternoon to you, Akisa. Well, the meeting was actually supposed to start at 10 a.m. between the nurses and county government officials as well as the Council of Governors just to get a recognizing agreement for the nurses to be recognized in the county levels. You know, currently we have the national government and we also have the county government. So they need both of them to give equality for both nurses in all the levels for that matter. But there has been an issue, you know, before the meeting actually started, or as it was supposed to start. Seth Panyako, the Secretary General of the Kenya National Union of Nurses, said that they were forced, or they're being forced to call off the strike, yet they have not even signed the agreement. And they say that, you know, this is not part of the agreement that they were expecting. So for that matter, they actually walked out, you know, saying that they are heading to the Ministry of Health headquarters so that they can have a meeting with the Cabinet Secretary of Health, Mailu, just to discuss with him on the way forward. And they were also demanding to have the Ministry of Health officials present in this meeting since it is from the national government, so they need representatives from the government side to be able to continue with the talks and also the signing of the agreement. Another issue also came up where there were some imposters, as the union officials call. These are members or officials from the Nurses Association of Kenya, which is different from the Kenya National Union of Nurses. And the officials from the Kenya National Union of Nurses say that theirs is a genuine body as opposed to the association. And the association which deals with policies, but for the union, it deals with employment issues and also salary remuneration for the nurses. So some of the people or the members from the association side were thrown out of the meeting, saying that they are derailing talks here in the meeting. Close to 3 of them have actually been thrown out, and the officials say that the meeting cannot go on if imposters are coming in and if they are being forced by the government to sign something or to call off the strike, yet they have not signed the agreement. And they say that, you know, this is more of a backstab to them. They are getting a raw deal if they are being forced to sign the agreement, yet to call off the strike rather before they can sign the agreement. Akisa?
The Council of Governors is being accused of playing cat and mouse games by the nurses' unions. Have they responded to these allegations?
Well, they have not yet responded. We've been waiting here till from 10 a.m., for them to come in. We were expecting Governor Ongwae to be here, Governor Munya to be here, but they have not yet shown up just to address the people here. People here are getting uneasy. They're just seated, as you can see behind me. These are representatives from the county level, and they are actually tired. Some of them even want to walk out. But we were also being informed that the nurses, officials from the nurses union, will be walking in anytime from now, from what happened. And now we have the CS who has just walked in. He is somewhere, I think he's actually getting into the crowd to be able to address that. And the fact that he is here, it is what the nurses had pressurized. They were heading to the Ministry of Health to have audience with the CS. And now he is here. We are going to see the way forward and how this discussion is going to go, whether it is going to be signed. And the nurses say that if it is going to be signed, then they are going to call off the strike. Akisa?
All right, Caroline, I will let you settle in and just take a look at what the CS is saying. But as she says, CS for Health, Cleopa Mailu, has made way to where the Council of Governors and other representatives from the county governments are meeting. So in a short while, we should be able to tell you whether there's a way forward about the nurses' union strike after they walked out of a meeting with the Council of Governors. And we're now demanding an audience with the Ministry of Health. But still on the same, consultants offering services at the Kenyatta National Hospital have now withdrawn their services. This now means that it is only the Kenya Defence Forces doctors and nurses who are offering services at the largest referral hospital in the country. Take a look.
We, the consultants, hereby withdraw all services, including emergency services rendered at Kenyatta National Hospital, both at public and private wings, inpatient and outpatient, with immediate effect. That our bare minimum to return to work is that the collective bargaining agreement agreed upon between the government of Kenya and the Kenya Medical Pharmacists and Dentists Union be implemented in full and with arrears. That the government to act fast and resolve this matter with utmost urgency. Number 5, that the government of Kenya to withdraw all court cases filed against the union and its leadership with immediate effect. That we duly inform the government, the public and other institutions that no patients should be referred to Kenyatta National Hospital, as none of the consultants will be available to offer services until the CBA is implemented in full.
It's very clear to the public that we understand the suffering that's going on and that the government owes them a duty. The union does not owe them a duty. We have served them faithfully. We have served them well. We appreciate the support from the members of the public. But eventually, the government owes all of us a solution. The government owes doctors a solution. The government owes the public a solution. We want to say that let us not waste people's time through going to court and all of these things, because that's really a waste of time. We as a union are ready to go to the full end of that legal issue. If it is being arrested that will end patient suffering, we want to tell the government to do so now, so that, because it's also our relatives and the members of the public and very poor wananchi who have nowhere to turn, who cannot even meet their MCAs who are suffering. So let this process be done very fast so that we can go to jail and then things can happen so fast. Instead of government wasting all of our time or running to court cases, the only thing that will take doctors back to work is the implementation of the CBA.